Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a top-5 team in this conference taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bennett. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field is Sellers. Got a little space. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to scramble. Touchdown, South Carolina! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Unleashes one. Got his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
That's caught. It's Holmes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Noles will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. First play of the period will be a second down. On the direct snap, it's Harbor. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll move the tight end. Toss sweep to the left. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him downfield. He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Grabbed over the middle is Robinson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. And you don't let that speed get to the outside.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The give to the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Lets it fly. That pass is incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. As the Rooster and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The kick is on its way. And the returner goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now on the move. Finds a little space. Wide open spaces. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Harbor. Hard running there. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers and so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Floats it out in space. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
First and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think...
There he goes. Lots of running room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 21 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Back to pass. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here.
Oh, a lot of space. Got the first down, looking for more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
It's complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Gets it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the corner. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking for a crease to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The play-action fake. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's McCoy. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, that's about as risky as it can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll toss it to the left. It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, Knowles. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Creates a little space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now, wait till the postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Holmes. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. on first down. They come to the line on second down. Going with the ground game left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got his man in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
To the air on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Harbor. Now adjusting. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want that clock to run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the back. Right back to the well. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blackwell. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Knowles will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Pocket breaking down. The short hands, it's Holmes. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Seminoles have moved it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
4th down coming up.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.